Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video, and today we're taking a look at the NECA King Kong. This is a brand new figure, and let's get started. So first things first, this figure is not based on any specific Kong. It's got elements of the 33, and it also kind of looks like the Skull Island Kong. I've got my theory on this figure, and my theory is that because NECA couldn't get the rights to Godzilla vs. Kong, this is kind of their way around it. They're like, oh, we're gonna make a Kong. We won't say which one. We'll get more into that in a little bit. Just because of how it looks standing up, and I put it in this pose because it took a while. I didn't want to change it out, but this figure is brand new. It's been kind of released somewhat, sort of. It's been popping up at Targets and Walmarts, so check both. I found this one at Target though. Okay, now for the details, I think that looks pretty good. He's really well sculpted, painted as well, very well painted. I'm not sure if my lights are doing this guy justice. Kind of looks a bit white when I turn it around like this. He's brown with blacks, and I don't think gray's, kind of like a grayish blue for the chest and face. Now, articulation wise, he is really good. Here, let me pose him properly as he was meant to be posed. So we can do the articulation. Now, this guy, he's a big boy. Hold on. He's a really big boy, as you can see. It's kind of hard to stand at times. Oh my goodness. See, this is why I posed him before we started, because he's really annoying to pose sometimes. Just, I guess because he's something that's two-legged, but he's also very top-heavy. Come on. Stand. Keeps wanting to fall back. Nope. Come on. I think I got it. Okay. So he's got a ball joint at the head. It lets him look up a pretty decent amount. You can look up at the plane's about to shoot him. Side to side is okay, I would say. It's not the best, but it's decent. Arms, they can go up a really good amount, perfectly straight. They can do a full 360. There's a bicep swivel. Let me get that on camera. Bicep swivel. It's really tight. All these joints on this figure are tight. He's got double jointed elbows, so that allows for a pretty good bend at the arm. Bring this guy down. His arms are on his hands are in hinges, so he can go up that far and down that far. They're also on like pegs, so they can go around all the way. He's got an ab joint, so he can go look up. Oh, you can look up really far. You can also bend pretty well. It leaves him kind of with a weird lump on his back here. That's a little weird, but yeah, it's okay. Now his legs are very interesting. I was not expecting this at all. Let me get his arms out of the way a little bit. So this piece here, this like crotch and butt area, is made out of softer plastic to allow for more range, but his legs are actually like on ratchets. So this is, hold on, gotta force this a little bit. This is all the way forward, and then give me a second there, gotta push it all the way back. This is his leg as far back as it can go, I think, and this, because it's softer plastic, it accommodates for that, and it allows for really good movement. He can do the splits as well. So, you know, if you want to do that, you could. His legs are double jointed as well, so you can get a pretty decent bend, as you can see there. And his legs, his feet are kind of disappointing, I would say. They can rotate all the way around. They, oh, give me a second. Like, I'm not moving his foot, I'm moving his knee, just because it's so tight. They can go back that far. Here. That's a better comparison, I guess. And then they're on a tilt, but like at an angle. So that's a little weird. It is at an angle, because no matter what way you tilt it, it goes kind of at an angle. That's a little weird. But it is what it is. So articulation-wise, he is really, really good. Oh, nice save, Zepol. Anyways, let me try to stand him up properly. Okay. Messed up there. Articulation-wise, this guy is really impressive, I would say. We already been over details. I guess accessories. So this guy, he doesn't have that many, which kind of sucks. You know, most Kong figures have, like, I guess this kind of standard they come with. But this guy doesn't have too many. He's got 3. He's got an alternate face. So actually, this face is this face kind of reminds me of King Kong Skull Island. As you can see there. And his whole body kind of reminds me of the Kong from Skull Island. His proportions, I guess you could say, because the 1933 Kong, his legs are a lot shorter than this. So that's why I think this is kind of NECA's workaround, not being able to do Godzilla vs. Kong. They put this out, and it's like, hey, this is our not Skull Island Kong. That's just my theory. It's nothing's been confirmed. But anyways, let's get that other head sculpt on. This other, oh, there we go. Head's not too difficult to pop off, but it is a little difficult to pop back on. So his second head, oh, never mind, that went really easily. His second head is very 1933. It's very original King Kong. It's kind of a scared look. From what I can tell anyways. And something else I noticed is that they don't have scars in the same place. I'll show you in a minute. Let me just get this kind of like scared pose going. Yeah. He saw something, I don't know. He saw Godzilla about to beat him up in Godzilla vs. Kong. But anyways, let me rip his head off so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Don't see. Dalek violence. So if you see here, where is it? It's like the opposite. You can't see it very well because the camera won't focus, but he's got 3 scars on his lip, and on this one he only kind of has 1. And then on the 33 looking head, he's also got a scar on his eyebrow, and this one doesn't on either eyebrow. And then they both do have cheek scars, but ooh, not getting this in the shot. 33 has 3, and the roaring head has 2. So that's kind of a little odd that they don't have the exact same scars. I don't know if they just weren't painted. I can't really tell if they're meant to be in there. It doesn't look like they are on the roaring face, but just something I thought I'd point out. Again, the head sculpts are really done nicely. You got a bunch of paint in there. Its teeth are all yellow, and then you got the scared face. Personally, I prefer the roaring face. I'm probably gonna have them displayed with that one, so let me just put that back on. Alright, hopefully it went on. And now his hands, these are his alternate pair of hands. I think I was just using these because of the stance he was in. So, let me remove these. They're on little kind of pegs, so you just pull them off, then you push the other ones in. There we go. Let me just get the other one real quick. off. There we go. And grab this. Nope. There we go. Now he's got his punching hands. Let me kind of pose him properly. Hopefully he doesn't fall over again. And there we go. Hopefully he won't fall over. Please don't. Okay, good enough. Now, as you can see through this whole review, this guy, he's really big. So, I think he stands 8 inches tall. I'm not quite entirely sure, and I don't have a ruler. So, there's that. But I do have a bunch of figures here to compare him with. So here is, I guess to start off with, the NECA Godzilla 1962. From Godzilla vs. King Kong, or King Kong vs. Godzilla, my bad. Yeah, he's a lot taller and a lot wider, so that doesn't really match up. Put this guy back, and grab, okay, this isn't gonna work. I've got too many figures over here to compare. Come on. There we go, good enough. Here we have the Godzilla vs. Kong Skullcrawler figure that I reviewed last week. Are his feet right? They don't look right to me. I don't think that works. It's been a while since I've seen the film. I think the Skullcrawler might be a little too small. But I guess it can work for the baby ones. I don't know. But I think he's definitely too big. Let's see. Who else do we have here? I've got the NECA Godzilla 2019 mold. This is the Atomic Blast Godzilla. He's definitely way taller than Kong is way taller than him. I've also got the Monster Arts Godzilla 2019. He's just kind of further away. Gotta stretch. This figure is smaller than the NECA, I believe. Not by much, but I mean, you can see here, they don't scale well either. As you can see, that's kind of an issue for some people. For some it might not be. We'll get to that in a little bit. Now we're getting into kind of the heavyweights of each respective company. I don't have many Monster Arts, but we'll get to it in a minute. Here is the NECA GMK Godzilla, who's kind of on the taller end, but compared to Kong, not really. Yeah, he's not too tall compared to Kong. Here we have the NECA. Oh, come on, there we go. The NECA Godzilla 2003. Tokyo SOS. Tokyo SOS? I think it is. Yeah. Looking at the box, it's Tokyo SOS. And even he who is the biggest of the NECA Godzilla figures, is not the same height. He's a little shorter. It's not too far off, I'd say. But Kong is taller. Now for the ultimate heavyweight in my collection, or, well, Godzilla anyways. Gotta make some room. Come on. His foot is stuck on someone else. There we go. Get you out of the way. Here he is with the SH Monster Arts Shin Godzilla. Let me kind of get him. Oh no, I popped his tail off. Pretend you didn't see that. There you go. Let me move him back. So these guys, I think Kong is still taller. Not by too much, but he's definitely taller by a little. So I think, aside from the Godzilla 1989, the Kyoku figure, Shin is the largest of the Monster Arts Godzillas. And Kong is still a tad taller than him. So you're not really gonna find a figure that scales well with Kong here. You can kind of bend his knees a little bit, but because his feet don't really bend far forward, it's kind of hard for him to stand like that. I can try just to see if we get a slightly better effect. So bend his knee. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're gonna get it or not. Kind of hunch him forward, bring his legs forward. That kind of works, I think. It's not the best pose, but I'm working on limited time here. And now Shin is a little, yeah, he's a little taller. Not by much, but it works, I guess. I'm not too bothered by it. I know some people are, but it is what it is, you know. We'll get more. Oh no, didn't save him that time. We'll get more on that later in our final thoughts, which we're almost to. I want to compare him with one more thing though, since this figure is kind of reminiscent of the 1933 King Kong, the original Kong. Come on, stand. He just does not want to stand for me. I guess you could say he can't stand me. Got him. Okay, good enough. As long as you don't fall. The final comparison is with the NECA Godzilla 1954. Just because, you know, the first Godzilla, first Kong, kinda sorta, they, you know, this doesn't work like at all, as you can see. But I just thought it would be nice to compare them. Now, I think we've gone over everything. We've gone over accessories, articulation, height comparison. So I guess it's final thoughts. This is a toughie, because the size is kind of an issue. I know I said it didn't bother me that much. It's a little odd having him be so much bigger. I didn't think he was going to be this big. But at the same time, he's really a very good figure. You know, his articulation is great, the sculpt is great. I kind of wish we had gotten a closed mouth head sculpt, but we didn't. I'm assuming that with NECA they like to do repaints and variants, so maybe somewhere down the line we're gonna get either like a DX version or a black and white version, and that one will have more accessories. You know, it'll have a little end arrow, it might have like some chains and another head. You know, I think that would be nice. It would also be nice if we got what's it called? I guess a T-Rex, a meat eater, to go with him, just because he's kind of in his own scale and he doesn't have much to go with him. So, like, unless you have the 1989 monster arts, he doesn't really work too well. But he's cheap for $30. Yeah, $30. You're getting a really big figure. He's got some accessories. Best articulation aside from maybe the monster arts. I don't own that one. If you want to send me one, you know, just let me know. But yeah, I don't own that one, so I can't really compare that all that well. This guy's definitely bigger and definitely a lot cheaper. You know, the only other option for an articulated King Kong would be the Mezco, and he's I think $10 more expensive, the standard version. He does come with a few more things. He does come with an end arrow. He's got like little chains. He's got two heads, I believe, a closed and a roaring. He's fairly big. I think this guy's still bigger, but he is pretty big. I'm trying to remember if he comes with anything else. He does come with 2 pairs of hands. He might come with 3. I don't quite remember. I don't think he does. But this figure is just so much better in the articulation department. So if you want a figure that moves a lot, go for this one, because he's cheaper, he's bigger, and he's way more articulated than the Mezco. But if you want one that looks nice, the thing about the Mezco is that it's also stylized. Well, this one is kind of more realistic take. But if you want something that you're not going to move too often, then you should consider the Mezco. But I still think this guy beats him out. So those are my final thoughts. As I can see, we've been going for a long time now. This review is a lot longer than I thought it would be. So that'll be it for today's review, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe, comment down below if you're gonna get this figure, if you want to send me a monster or it's King Kong, or if you're gonna sell it, I'll take that too, I guess. Peace.